The start of the Premier League season is getting ever closer, and the Reds are currently out in Singapore. Whilst on duty, the club have agreed a deal for a new midfielder, of which we'll discuss in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Sepp van der Berg hasn't ruled out the possibility of making a permanent departure from Anfield this summer, with reports of a purchase option being available at his loan club. The defender has joined Mainz on a 12-month deal after his temporary spell at Schalke last season was hampered by injuries. Jurgen Klopp's former club hinted earlier this month at the possibility of van der Berg remaining in the Bundesliga beyond his season-long loan, adding that terms between the clubs will stay undisclosed for the time being. Bild have since reported that the 21-year-old isn't against the idea of turning his loan switch away from Liverpool into something more long-term. Having already experienced a year in Germany's top flight, van der Berg admitted that he can imagine remaining at Mainz for longer than a year. That has been agreed so far, and that is difficult to secure a regular playing time at Anfield. He said, "I like Germany and the Bundesliga. Of course, I can imagine not staying in Mainz just for one season. Liverpool are a great club, perhaps the largest in the world, but at the same time, it is also difficult to assert yourself there." Bild also reported earlier this month that a deal to bring van der Berg to the club on loan has a buy option attached to it. It means that the German side have the choice to sign the Dutchman on a permanent basis should his latest loan move be a successful one. Van der Berg has made just 4 senior appearances for Liverpool, all of which came in the domestic cup competitions during the title-winning season of 2019-20. He suffered a serious injury setback this summer to case doubt over his future plans, but was able to secure his third loan spell to follow his previous stints at Schalke and Preston. Just a quick one guys, we have released our new July drop. We've got brand new designs. We have the Liverpool original t-shirts, along with the We've Conquered All of Europe t-shirts. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. With the Anfield Road stand's redevelopment taking longer than anticipated, Liverpool's CEO reassured fans that the delayed reopening would go smoothly. After almost 2 years of work, supporters were set to move into the newly expanded Anfield Road end at the start of the upcoming campaign. This has been delayed though, and there will still instead be a phased reopening. Speaking recently in an interview, Liverpool's CEO Billy Hogan described the expansion on as a very complex project. He said, "We launched in September 2021, so in the middle of the pandemic, which was always a sort of aggressive push forward, but we decided that was the right time to do it. We've been working really closely with Buckingham, our contractor, and so this was always a very complex project. If you go back to 2016, if you recall, we actually had to move our second match, which was supposed to be a home match. We moved it as an away match. We played 3 games away at the start of 2016. Due to the phased reopening, we at LFC News understand there will only be about 51,000 in attendance at Liverpool's first home game against Bournemouth." Hogan added the fact that they were able to open the lower tier for the Bournemouth match I think is a good thing obviously. And then we'll open it incrementally over the course of next several weeks, working very closely with Buckingham and Liverpool City Council to make sure that we do that in an appropriate way. It is a good thing that there is at least going to be an increase in capacity over the first few home matches, but supporters will be frustrated it wasn't finished for the start of the campaign. The new completion date is now hoped to be in time for the Merseyside derby on October 21st. Liverpool have added further to their youth ranks with the signing of midfielder Trey Nyoni from Leicester, who made his under-21s debut at 15. Earlier this month, centre-back Harvey Owen completed a move from Wolverhampton Wanderers to Liverpool, worth up to £800,000 as the club secure further quality at academy level. It comes as the Reds narrowed their focus to the UK following restrictions on the under-18 signings post-Brexit, with Ben Doak a prime example of this in effect. Now, Liverpool have secured a deal for Leicester midfielder Nyoni, who is 16, following a lengthy pursuit of the England youth international. As per the secret scout, the club have beaten competition for the teenager's signature, having been working on the deal for months. Nyoni is expected to join the Liverpool under-18 squad upon his arrival, having already confirmed his exit from Leicester City after 10 years on their books. He wrote on Instagram, "Thank you, Leicester. I'm grateful to all the players and staff that the club have helped me develop over the past 10 years, and I wish nothing but success to everyone at the club. The youngster, who represents England under-16s but also has heritage in Zimbabwe, was a part of the Young Lions squad to win Montagu tournament in April. He has already made connections with his new teammates at the XA training centre and brings an established pedigree to Liverpool, having already debuted for the Leicester under-21s before his 16th birthday. This came in a 0-0 draw with FC Porto in the Premier League International Club in December, coming off of the bench in the closing stages of a tough contest. Tall for his age and adept both on and off the ball, Noni will join the likes of Cody, Pennington, Onanaga, Kieran Morrison and Kyle Kelly in midfield with Liverpool under-18s. There is every chance he makes his breakthrough into the under-21s in the near future if he continues his progress, but a realistic approach will be taken. Ahead of the new season, the Premier League and FA have announced tough new measures to tackle hateful chanting about events at Hillsborough. If you have been to Anfield, you know the drill. In the vast majority of games, a portion of the away end will start to sing songs about the Liverpool fans being victims or sometimes worse. Football has largely turned a blind eye until recently, but various high-profile incidents over the last 12 months, coupled with campaigns against tragedy chanting, have brought it into the spotlight. Now, English football is beginning to wake up to the problem, with the Premier League, FA, and EFL, among others, announcing new measures to tackle hateful chanting. This is what their statement read. To challenge the total unacceptable presence of football tragedy abuse for season 2023-2024, regulation changes and tough new measures have been introduced which will see people who are found to have committed offences face stadium bans and potential criminal prosecution. The issue is focused on offensive chanting, gesturing and displaying offensive messages based on football-related tragedies, which causes significant distress to the victims' families, survivors and affected club supporters. Football authorities, supporter groups, and law enforcement organisations, including the police and CPS, have united to crack down on fans who participate in this vile form of abuse. In addition to bans and criminal sanctions, on-range and stadium classroom and online resources will be rolled out under the Love Football Project, the game banner, to educate adults and children alike about the hurt tragedy chanting it causes. Ground regulations have also been updated to incorporate references to tragedy chanting. For those who think Liverpool supporters are kicking up a fuss over nothing, we're not. This could affect any club that the abuse has already been treated as a criminal offence in several cases. At the FA Cup final, a Manchester United fan was arrested for wearing a shirt with the 97 not enough on the back, while a Tottenham supporter also recently banned for making hateful gestures. The Premier League CEO Richard Masters said, "We also strongly believe there is no room for aberrant tragedy abuse in football. Along with our clubs and authorities, we are committed to sanctioning those found guilty and will also focus on educating fans of all ages so they understand why this abuse is so hurtful and unacceptable. Those guilty will hopefully begin to get the message." Liverpool fans, what do you make of the transfer business so far, and how many additions do we need between now and the start of the season? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to copyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.